Hello and welcome to the Musical Instrument Investigator. Today we're on the website of Gardiner Houlgate Auctioneers based in the UK, and we're going to have a look at another one of their musical instrument related sales. This is actually part of the guitar auction section. This seems to be bits and bobs, mainly effects pedals and some other stuff to do with guitars. This is one of the auctions that I usually skim through really quickly because there's not so many super interesting things. Depending on what your interest is. If you're interested in pedals, then it is, but otherwise not so much. So we're just going to skim through this really quickly. This is happening on the 7th of March. It's the 4th today, so a couple of days left to go. 415 lots in this. 26.4% is the buyer's premium, so whatever the final hammer price is, you have to add that on the top. This is a UK based auction, so bear that in mind if you're outside of the UK. Import, export, fees, shipping, CITES stuff, all that thing. Don't think there's going to be any CITES restrictions in this one, but you never know. Just to say, if you do enjoy these videos, please consider liking, subscribing, commenting, turning on notifications, etc. So yeah, without further ado, let's just blitz through this like pretty quickly, but it's always nice to get a bit of an overview of what's going on in these auctions. So we've got some headphones, some Boss loop station stuff here, some other general kind of modeler kind of pedals and the old kind of Digitech stuff here. Collection of Dan Electro pedals, Tech 21. These are always called the Russian big muffs from this kind of period where there was kind of a company making some of these in Russia, and these are quite collectible, I think. 60 to 100. These seem like lower price than I remember in the past. I saw these went for fair money in the past, but maybe not. We've got an old Fender fuzz wire there, some other classic Zoom effects, Boss ME50, Crybaby, got some Pogs and some other bits here, these Marshall pedals, Buddha, etc. Load of different old Boss pedals. DD3 is pretty cool, RV5 reverb, like that DD6 classic. I really personally like the Boss pedals, but a lot of people don't, but I think they're pretty good. Old loop station as well. Chorus, ensemble there, overdrive. It's a whole load of interesting stuff going on here, kind of pedal boards and stuff. A load more pedals. Memory Boy, I like all these electro harmonic stuff, it's pretty good. Multi stomps, these line 6 loopers. Delay, this was really popular at the time when this first came out. I was like still a teenager. I think these were really popular, but maybe not so much anymore. Moore stuff here, Roger Mayer, Vox Lab, Rocktron, all of this kind of stuff. It's pretty interesting. The Black Star pedals, not seeing anything super crazy. MXR, TC Electronics and Overdrive. I'm pretty sure I still have one of these now. Maybe I sold it, I can't remember. I literally cannot remember what was on my pedal board, but I definitely had one of those for sure because I was really interested in that kind of stuff. So I'm not sure anymore. Did I say delay? I had the delay version. This is the drive version, but anyway, ignore me. Not making any sense today, which is good. The old Strymon. This is Eventide. All of this stuff is kind of a bit after my time. I kind of lost track a while ago. Electro harmonic stuff that's quite interesting. More multi-effect stuff, Pod, etc. Another Big Muff, the non-Russian Big Muff. I had a Big Muff actually at one point, and I'm pretty sure I sold it. I really just didn't think they sounded very good, to be honest. Being quite brutal. The old Tone Bender fuzz. These are I thought these were like £300-400. These, I mean, yeah, 200 to 400. I was going to say, people really like these Tone Bender things. DD3 there as well. Got a reverb tank there. These Dodd pedals and other stuff like that. JHS Rats, they're always popular. The Rat pedals. Classic Tube Screamer. These Nemphasis, never heard of them before, but I'm very much out of the loop, to be honest. Echo, interesting 70s Echo Chamber. That's one of the big loop stations there. Dunlop Crybaby, using Kettner Polytune. Let's see what else we got here. I mean, if you like effects, then this is a really good auction for you. Some really cool stuff here. Another TC Electronics thing. There's a modulator one. These are interesting. What's all of this? No idea what any of this stuff is. Guitar modules, interesting. I don't really know much about any of that stuff, to be honest. More big muffs. Fishman. Let's see what else we got here. Booster. Some more old school tube screamers. I do feel like the prices of some of these things, the values has really gone down. Maybe it's just my imagination, but even some of these Boss loopers, it just seems to be really low. I swear, like a while back, these were going for way more money. Interesting 1970s Sims Echo Deck tape unit. Tape Echo unit. Interesting. Fuzz face. Whole load of effects pedals here. They just lumber all these pedals in now. I really quite like these old little Dan Electro pedals. They were not really that great, but kind of interesting. Electro Harmonix Ravish sitar. That's an interesting one. Korn Strobo tuner. That's kind of cool. More of these colour sound pedals are pretty popular as well. Electro Harmonix baseballs. Interesting. Used to have an Ebo as well, 30 to 50. Yeah, at one point I thought these were going for like £100 as well. So I don't know if anyone knows what's going on with the market for all this stuff. Please let me know. These are interesting. These old K tremolos. A few more bits here. Done electro stuff. Acoustic simulator. That is a pretty terrible pedal from what I remember. One of the worst Boss pedals, I think. Ibanez TS9. Even then, I just don't think the prices are really what they were, to be honest. So, some interesting Peterson strobe sensor. That's kind of curious. Let's see. Ibanez hand-wired tube screamer. That's interesting. I don't think I've seen that one before. Curious. Some more bits here. Interesting Pearl analog delay. That's pretty cool. Let's type it to 80. That's an interesting one. 1980s Amdec delay machine. Delay, that's my favourite pedal, I think. Some interesting ones. Amdec, not too aware of them. Interesting stuff, though. Okay. A whole load of electro harmonics, other stuff here. Muga Fuga analog delay. Yeah, these are worth crazy money these days. 400 to 600. That might well go a bit higher. I had the modulator that I sold not that long ago. I just wasn't using it, and I just needed the money at the time. Maybe I should have kept hold of it, but I was never going to use it, to be honest. So at least someone gets some use out of it. Some old school Boss delays here. It's interesting. Once again, I thought these really old school ones were going for more money, but obviously not. So let's see. Interesting Digitech digital delay there. There's a few old school things here for sure. Let's see what else we got here. Paradigm overdrive. Harmonic clipping device. Interesting, with power supply. Yeah, some of these Ibanez things. Watkins tape echo there. Let's see, a couple of guitar cases here. Getting into the accessory bit now. Bits and pieces. A few necks there. Few pickups, books and bits like that. Some kind of part instruments now. 1960s Fender Coronado Wildwood electric guitar body, 2 to 400 on that. Let's see, Bigsby Palm Lever guitar tailpiece. That's interesting. Antoria Soundmaster bass guitar, so bits and bobs, some other books, some keyboards here, Korg polyphonic analog synth, that's interesting. Then I think we're getting into some more kind of pro audio stuff here, a few more keyboards, some interesting synths here. See if there's any really old school ones, some multi-track recorder type things here. 1980 C83 Roland Juno 6 polyphonic synth. Let's actually have a quick look at that. Made in Japan, yeah, interesting. In need of servicing, this one. Let's see what else we got here. Tape machines are onto the last load of rack mounted stuff and cables. More kind of recording-y type stuff. Microphones and all of this stuff. So it's kind of pedals and pro audio really. Some microphones here, some more workstations, Hohner string performer keyboard, these old Yamaha multi-track recorders, Hammond organ there, the keyboard thing. Yeah, and that's it basically. So that was a super quick blitz through really of this one. It's a bit of a niche auction. This one probably not too many people that are interested in it, but if you're interested in pedals and pro audio, then I think this is probably a good good auction for you to look at. So there'll be a link to the catalogue in the description, so have a look at it and see what you think. So yeah, just a very brief overview. Thanks a lot for watching, and I'll catch you next time. Bye.